today I'm going to demonstrate how to do a physical exam on a dog. This is Mexxie, and Mexxie is a 10-year-old neutered Chihuahua. First thing you want to do is just to make sure that the dog has general overall look and health. Mexxie's a bit camera shy today, but hey Mexxie. And then you'll proceed with the vital signs, and that will be, first of all, to weigh the dog. And, okay, you're 11 pounds, Mexxie. Okay, good job, Mexxie. And then take the other vital signs, and that's just the temperature, which should be 37.5 to 39 degrees, and the pulse, which should be 60 to 140 beats per minute, as well as the dog's respiration, which should be 10 to 30 breaths per minute. I think Mexxie's breathing a little bit more right now. So the next step, we'll go through the different parts of the dog's body, and the first one is the integumentary, and that is just the hair and the coat, making sure there's no rashes and wounds. Also, we can check for lumps around everywhere, and everything seems good with Mexxie. Next is the respiratory system, and I'll just get Arnold to help me here. Good job. And that is just checking the rate and rhythm of the dog, and just making sure it's breathing well. And that, along with the cardiovascular system, which is also the rate and rhythm, and just making sure that the dog has a nice strong pulse. Okay, thank you, Arnold. The next area of the body is the gastrointestinal, and that's just making sure the dog has no signs of vomiting or diarrhea, and no tenderness around the bladder. And then the next one is the genitourinary, and that is the kidneys and the bladder, just making sure there's no penile discharge. And if Mexxie was intact, we would check his scrotum just to make sure there was no abnormalities. And then we'll go on to the musculoskeletal system, and that's just checking his joints, making sure that all the joints feel good, there's no swelling anywhere, and Mexxie seems to be doing really good with his joints, eh? Now, the next one will be the nervous system, and that's just, I know Mexxie's a bit nervous now, but this isn't his normal demeanor, but just checking to make sure his head's not tilted and things look good as far as his nervous system. Okay, now, for Chihuahuas, their eyes are protruding, so sometimes problems can be a little bit more common, but you're just going to check the eyes and make sure that he doesn't have any growths around there, there's no abrasions, and there's no any discharge that doesn't look good. Okay, next is the ears, and Mexxie has very, very clean ears. Oh yes, they're very clean. Just make sure there's no parasites in there, and just smell, there's no odors. Mexxie's got really nice smelling ears. Okay, now next we are going to do the mucosa system, and that's just checking the mucous membrane on the dog, and you want it to be nice and pink. And also just checking for the breath, and also as well for any periodontal disease. Okay, and the final one is the lymphatic system, and that's checking his lymph nodes, and once again looking for lumps or anything that would be abnormal. Okay, the physical exam just assesses the animal's current state of health, and it's usually performed by the veterinarian or the veterinary technician, and it's assisted by the veterinary assistant for restraint and record keeping. And that's a physical exam with Mexxie.